specific in a school, when you think of a school, how do you get into the mindset कि play school बनाना है? Well, of course, the needs of a play school is going to be very different from a larger school.
Right.
So, any specific thing that you look at?
So at the moment, we are designing play schools. We are completely challenging the set format.
Sure.
So we are thinking of schools as museums. We are thinking of schools as a zoo. We are thinking of schools as a cafeteria. We are thinking of schools as a very flexible space, a traffic park. In terms of what a student would, what kind of space would a student actually learn in,
Right.
we have to replicate that in a school, and it has to be very, very flexible, because it has to keep changing all the time. The teacher should be able to change the space, so we do a lot of multifunctional spaces.
Right.
The furniture should be able to change. It could become a group discussion, it could become a experiential learning environment. So I think that's what the format is completely changed. No longer just classrooms and blackboards and set furniture. So that, I think, is something which we are doing even in schools, even in universities now. I mean, in LPU, we did, when we started working in 2000. The format was still very traditional because of the statutory requirements, because
Right.
there are set norms, 60 square meters, these many number of rooms. But now the councils, these statutory bodies are also becoming more and more flexible. They're okay to share space between institutions. They're okay to design classrooms which are not 60 square meters,
Right.
which are bigger or even smaller. So we are completely using spaces like corridors, courtyards for learning. We are building OATs, which are connecting buildings. So there's a lot of opportunity now, even in old setups or new setups, to change the learning environment completely.
It's very interesting. I never knew that there was a rule that कि 60 square meters
Yes.
का ही class होना
There
है.
are minimum standards set by the government. So that was at that time essentially, the government priority was कि कोई misuse ना करे.
Yeah, infrastructures of a certain
Yeah, that
standard.
minimum
Standard
standard.
and
हो.
yes,
But
minimum
but
level.
unintentionally architects misused it. कि 60 square meters है तो 60 का ही बनाना है. Whether you can do a proper kind of GD in that group discussion in that
Right.
classroom or not. So the architects were sort of
Blinkers on and
so which was really something which is changing now.
Here, I think it's very pertinent that we talk about Masters Union also, that project that we
true.
did. Sir has, I think, missed out on that.
Do you
So,
want to, please.
yes.
COVID
So,
में Masters Union had started. Right?
yes,
Yeah.
yes. And that is how, that was a very interesting project. And I think Sir has touched upon all the tangible issues. So I'm going to touch on all the intangible ones. That if we do, I remember when we started doing schools across Punjab, it was 13 years ago, I think, almost. So that is when we started with APJs, touching upon how nursery classrooms can be made different. So that time to now, the journey has evolved by just making certain things interesting for the students to be lured into the classroom, nursery children, to having and realizing that even a nursery child has a very strong psychology, that he has to be intrigued by the school. He has to know that it's just not knowledge, but it's fun, and I want to enter and I want to see what is inside this classroom. So you have to understand that psyche of the child. And here is where we have experimented and read a lot about color therapy, patterns, and how one associates with one's memories. So that learning from nursery has extended to our primary schools wherever we've done those, and we've done a lot of schools in and around Punjab where we've probably just we're changing interiors at some places and doing the whole school sometimes. So that has come into play in a very variegated way, that where we touch what.
I'll share